Hey everyone, and welcome. So we're all seeing it, right? These AI coding assistants are, well, they're incredible. We're shipping features faster than ever. But, and this is a big but, it turns out all that speed comes with a hidden risk, a kind of debt that can seriously bring a project to a grinding halt. So today, let's dig into what that hidden cost really is.
Okay, I want you to picture this. Think about your application, but not as code. Think of it as a city, right? Every function is a building, every module is a whole neighborhood. Now, your AI copilot, it's like a master bricklayer, just laying perfect bricks at superhuman speed. It's amazing. But here's the big question we need to ask. If the AI is laying all the bricks, who's actually designing the city? Yeah, let's start with this first character in our little story, the AI-powered bricklayer. This is your copilot, right? Your coding assistant. And let's be clear, it is phenomenally good at its job. And this is what I call the seduction of speed, right? It's so tempting. You ask for a function and poof, it just appears. The code, it looks clean. The logic, flawless. And you're shipping features at a speed that honestly was just a dream a few years ago. It's like every single brick is laid perfectly, the wall is going up super fast. It feels like pure, unfiltered progress.
But what happens when you have the world's best, fastest bricklayer and they're working without an architect's blueprint? Well, you get a beautiful, strong, perfectly straight wall that might be cutting right through the middle of a future highway. And that, right there, is the heart of the problem, the missing blueprint.
So, to really get this, we have to understand the difference between two things. On one hand, you've got local optimization. Think of this as laying the perfect brick. It's all about writing one single perfect function. And AI, it's an absolute genius at this. But then, on the other hand, you have global context. That's the city plan. That's knowing how all the bricks, all the buildings, all the neighborhoods fit together. And here's the kicker. Right now, AI is completely blind to that bigger picture. And what happens when you just keep laying perfect bricks super fast with zero regard for the city plan? You don't get a beautiful, functional city. No way. You end up building an architectural slum. You know, from inside one single building, everything might look great. But take a step back and look at the whole thing. It's just a tangled, fragile mess.
This mess, it actually has a name. It's called architectural debt, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's the hidden cost you pay later for all the speed you're enjoying now. It's that moment your codebase becomes so tangled up that adding a simple new feature or fixing a tiny bug becomes a total nightmare. So let's look at a couple of classic examples of what this digital slum actually looks like.
Okay, first up, you've got something called God objects. Just imagine, in our city, there's this one monster building, and it's trying to be the hospital and the school and the power plant all at once. It's just massive, it's insanely complicated, and everything plugs into it. Now, what's the danger? Well, if that one building has a problem, the whole district goes dark. It is a massive single point of failure just waiting to happen. And then there's this other nightmare, cyclic dependencies. In our city, this is like building a road network that's just a confusing circular mess. You know, roads that just loop back on themselves. You can't get anywhere. Want to demolish one street? Good luck. You'll end up destroying 3 others it's connected to. Want to build a new highway? Forget it. The whole system is already gridlocked. Your city literally cannot grow or change because everything is just hopelessly tangled together. Okay, so if the AI is our super fast bricklayer and it's accidentally creating these digital slums, what's the answer? What do we do? Well, we need a new role in this whole process. We need an automated city planner. We need something that can step back and look at the entire blueprint. You know, a better way to think about it might be this. You don't just need a planner. You need an immune system for your codebase. A system that's always on, always watching, always verifying that the architectural health of your application is strong. It's like this essential layer that audits the bricklayer's work and makes sure every single brick is going up according to that master plan.
So what does this automated city planner actually do? How does it take this potential chaos and create a clear blueprint? Let's walk through how it works.
You know, it's actually a really simple process. First, it scans your entire project. It basically surveys the whole city, mapping out every building, every road, every connection. Then it spits out a simple, actionable report. And I'm not talking about some 1,000-page manual nobody's going to read. It's a clear, concise health check for your city. And finally, it pinpoints the exact flaws. It'll show you, hey, here's that circular road network, and look, this is the building that's becoming a God object.
And here's the real magic. The true power of this is that it takes all this tangled, invisible complexity that's buried deep in your code, and it turns it into a simple visual diagram. You can literally see the mess. And even more importantly, you can see the clear, ideal structure you should be aiming for. It takes a hidden, scary problem and turns it into something you can actually fix.
Now, for any developer, for any company out there, this next part is absolutely crucial. Listen to this. The entire analysis, this whole city planning survey, it all happens locally, on your machine. Your code, your company's secret sauce, it never leaves your computer. It's never uploaded to some cloud. That means it's fast, it's totally secure, and it's 100% private.
So, let's just end with this thought. Look, AI copilots aren't going anywhere. They are absolutely the future of how we build software. But that doesn't mean developers are obsolete. Not at all. It changes the job. The most valuable skill isn't just about laying bricks anymore. It's about designing the city. So the real question for all of us is, as we hand more and more of the building over to AI, how are you going to step up and become the architect?